Hold up, hold up, hold up. I think I caught something here for GTII. Let's go ahead and dive right in. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. This is ARCa coming at you with a GTII technicals, raw price action, and statistical threat of analysis on this Thursday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community and Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and get over first the obvious stuff, and then I'm going to show you something that is incredibly interesting, okay? So, yes, we have a downtrend here. We have that bearish hammer candle. We're going to the downside, right? We're touching on the supports that we used before for a massive bounce to the upside, already looking not bad, right? So, we have to remember that within this within this ascending channel, we still have relevant areas of support right before us from which we've used to bounce massively to the upside. Okay, you guys, so we are approaching some of those areas no matter what, but that is not the purpose for this video. Okay, so let's just go ahead and take a look at the volatility versus momentum on the 3-day. Okay, so the 3-day is suggesting a little bit of weakness coming in from the bulls. Okay, so this curvature is definitely not something that we want. Okay, and I mean, also the problem here is that we just started the new 3-day iteration, right? So I guess it's not really a problem. It's probably a very good thing that we don't have a solidified downside upon the closure of this last 3-day candle, right? So this is actually pretty good. We're still contracting, and we're definitely still within the bullish control zone. Of course, we still have a little bit of weakness, guys. We still have to pay attention to that, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to the 5-day. As you can see here, the 5-day iteration just started yet again, right? And we have just a tiny little pivot showing a little bit of weakness, but yet again, guys, we are well within the mean. We're still contracting. We're still within the bullish control zone, okay? So we still have to keep a close eye on these things, okay? So remember that this particular target here is suggesting a potential touch of about $3.32 per the 5-day 7-year back test of volatility versus momentum from an expansive critical range all the way to contraction, right, with an upside pivot suggested by the stochastic oscillator, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at something super interesting, okay? This is what I'm talking about here, okay? This is essentially a bearish formation. Okay, so this formation, now that I'm able to see it with the price action from yesterday and today, this now makes a lot of sense. Okay, so when we have this is the $9 target that we faced, right? Pay close attention right here, you guys, because this is going to get super interesting, okay? Check this out. We have a downtrend, right? From that $9 target, we touched down, boom, right at this area right here, $1.81 or $1.80, right about there. We actually created that space because of a huge amount of support that we've actually faced. Why is that? Why is all that support there and resistance there? Remember that that's our 749 days of resistance level. Okay, so, but hold on, it's not quite the answer just yet, but just hold up, okay? Yes, we have a bearish formation coming up, which usually means that when we get the apex, when we obtain the apex of the triangle, we tend to break out to the downside. Then we come back up and validate this before a continuation to the way down. Usually that target would be faced to about 43 cents or 45 cents. But here is the problem, okay? What you are noticing right now is that we in fact broke out of a very rare situation. Okay, this is a rare situation that we can break out of a bearish formation. Okay, we broke to the upside, and now guess what we're doing? It looks like we're coming back to validate our newly converted resistance into support before creating a continuation to the upside. You guys, this is absolutely rare. Okay, this doesn't happen all the time, and it's definitely something for us to be able to catch. Okay, we had that support touch there, resist, right? We came back down, support. We even opened up the candle right at that 81, right at that 181, right? We even closed this candle right near it, right? The closing of this candle here, you can see right up in this area here, it's about 175, right? So we closed it right there. This candle right here, opening at 183, that that 180 level is absolutely relevant, okay, and very much an inflection point. So it was very difficult for us to break out of it for weeks and weeks and weeks. Right now, we're coming back to test it as a valid area of support, okay, you guys, which would mean that tomorrow, this is now where it gets interesting. In 17 hours and 11 minutes, this weekly candle will close. If we are able to close this weekly candle above the 181 level, guys, GTII may be on its way to an upside like we've never seen before. I understand that there is a bunch of catalysts out there. I know even right here, TradingView is telling us that there is a stock split right here, right? So it's not actually a reverse split it's showing here. It's actually showing it as a stock split, which should be bullish news, you guys. So please just let me know in the comments below what exactly is happening with this rumor, or what's happening with the split of the stock, okay? But usually when you face a stock split, that's actually the good thing. We don't want to see reverse splits and try to chase them like COSM did. That was a black swan event, guys. Stock splits are actually the good thing. Reverse splits are a little bit dangerous, okay? So I want to remind you too that look at this. We now have both of the stochastic momentum oscillator moving averages, 3-day exponential crossing above the slower one, 14-day simple moving average, and sitting within the bullish control zone and with an upside pivot alongside volatility starting to contract to the downside. Guys, that usually suggests a continuation to the upside and very imminent. Okay, so in 17 hours and 10 minutes, this candle will essentially close. If we're able to close above that 180 level, guys, this will present a very bullish statement for GTII. Now, where do we go from here? Let's touch on that now. We take a trend line from the top side of the triangle, right, all the way to the lowest point of the triangle, and this is essentially how we gather our price objective from this formation itself. Okay, now we apply it to the area of breakout, and we gauge our potential target. Okay, look at where the target is taking us, right? So the target is essentially saying that we are potentially going to 881. Why does 881 sound so familiar? Well, guys, take a look right over here at 897, right? So this top side was that all-time high that we faced just recently, right? 897 was that top. This triangle is essentially telling us that we are about to test that top side. Another thing here, go ahead and check this out. All right, so yes, I understand that it is a 390% move from our current position to that $8.89 zone, but why does that sound so familiar though? Let's go ahead and revert our candles to the point to where the volatility and momentum started that firing of the signal right down here at about 84, 87 at the opening of this candle, when we started getting the upside on not only the weekly, the 5-day, but also the 3-day. And why is this so important? Look at the percentage that we're currently being suggested to end at, 948.05%. Why does that sound ridiculously familiar? Well, let's go back to the 3-day volatility versus momentum backtest throughout the entire trading history of the GTII asset. These are all of my samples taken from the price action, and this gave us an interesting set of metrics, okay? Here it is, 971.33% to the upside, suggesting a target of about $10, okay, you guys, which is very close to the all-time high that we're already being suggested by the formation itself, and also by the resistance from the all-time high that we faced on that $9 high, and also from the statistics. Guys, this is ridiculous. Notice the amount of rhyming here, okay? So now one thing that I actually haven't done is actually take a fib to see if this is if it has some type of relevance to a golden ratio or something, okay? So I haven't done that, so let's go ahead and try to do that right now. We'll try it from a few areas, okay? So we'll do it first like this, from the top side of the range all the way to the bottom side of the range, and notice right in here, guys, $8.64 coming right to our golden means. Look at this, 874 to 962, super exciting times. Guys, this is absolutely following geometrics. I don't know, but I would really express extreme caution to my short sellers, because they they may in fact be used as liquidity by the bulls at this point. This is an incredible opportunity right now, guys. Let's go ahead and now take a look at why. Look at this on the hourly time frame. Okay, this is another signal that we need to look out for. This is the setup that happened on the 3-day. Critical volatility at critical expansion and way oversold on the hourly time frame. What usually happens within that, guys? The last time we saw that on that 3-day, on the 5-day is right here. Okay, so it fired and we made a move all the way up there. Okay, so now the 3-day time frame, it fired when we actually started contracting, right? And we actually got that huge move to the upside. Guys, that hourly time frame is suggesting almost immediate short-term upside. We're already getting that curvature from the stochastics oscillator right down here. We're already getting that curvature from critical volatility. Guys, something is up within this. Okay, so the shorter term time frame reversion meaning that whenever we're at critical expansion, when we start to contract to the downside, that signals a mean reversion. And what is that target? Well, the ARCa, the ARC reversion variant algo, my algo, you guys, is suggesting $2.16 from our current area, and we're already starting to get the long signal. Very, very curious times happening right here, you guys. So I understand the RSIs are suggesting massive pivots to the downside. Of course, I get it, but notice this, okay? Here's the 5-day and the weekly as well. This weekly, remember what I just said about the weekly. In 17 hours and 5 minutes, we're going to be closing the weekly iteration. Look at the RSI on the weekly, 14-day simple moving average in the golden. I'm talking about the gravitational zone and the 14-day simple moving average, right? This means that the RSI signal could face the support from 2 areas here upon the closing of that weekly iteration. Guys, this is very powerful, okay? So that means that we can actually use that huge support from 48.96% alongside look at the distance, right? Look at the distance from the current price action to that 181. Looks very similar to the distance from the RSI signal to the 14-day simple moving average. Guys, I think that there could be a massive bear trap in line here, and this is very dangerous for them. Please remember, guys, the ArcMasters trading course is still being displayed for you guys. Make sure to check out that email in the link below. Send me an email, get yourself enrolled. I will be covering everything from the beginnings and the very fundamentals of trading all the way up to advanced topics and mathematical applications over the course of 8 weeks, starting in April, potentially the 2nd or 3rd week. Okay, you guys, so go ahead and send me an email, get enrolled. We'll go ahead and go over the packages and everything, okay? So remember, first and foremost, that I am not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within this video as just entertainment, right? I'm sorry that I'm a little nervous. It's just, this is ridiculous. I just caught it right now, okay, you guys. So I would have released this video a little earlier, but the thing is that I was really evaluating every last tick of this ticker, and I now see something happening. Okay, you guys. So I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to like it. Please make sure to subscribe, okay, you guys, and definitely remember that I cannot suggest for you to buy or sell any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool, okay, you guys. For all we know, what I am talking about right now may be invalidated, but all the signals are suggesting a massive bounce from this area, okay, you guys. So we'll see. I guess we'll just check it out, right, you guys. But with that said, I wish you well, a very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.